Hello, this is Smarter Prepping with Uncle Mark, and I'm Uncle Mark. It's about 8:35 p.m. on Friday, the 14th of June, 2024. Once again, about 8:35 p.m. on Friday, the 14th of June, 2024. I just got done watering my veggie garden, my tomatoes and onions, and I drew it out. I drew it out on the because when you're looking at the video, if it jumps out at you, if you can read it, it's better than me trying to explain it. Okay, I used that bucket, filled it about half full. I put a mark, it fell half full. Be about 2.5 gallon bucket to about 2.5 gallons, right? I walked here 20 times. I walked out this door 20 times. So I dumped that bucket out in this garden 20 times. There's 10 on the right, 10 on the left. So obviously I put in, even if I didn't really get it up to 2.5 gallons, I put at least 40 or maybe 50, as I said. 2.5 times 20 is 50 gallons. So Uncle Mark dumped at least 40, close to 50 gallons of water on the veggie garden. My next door neighbor was telling me yesterday I need a water it. Well, he said, Awa, he didn't speak English. Awa, he kept saying. But last night there was a forecast, and the forecast was a rain shower last night. It failed. It barely gave us little bitty sprinkles. By the way, I mentioned before I forget. Look at some of these ripe tomatoes. Look at that. Oh, little ripe tomatoes. Oh, they're charming. Not quite ripe. I'll probably pick them tomorrow. I've never had trouble with tomatoes that were just kind of getting orange, not quite red. I could pick them tonight. I'll probably wait tomorrow. Onions are getting so big. See how onions are getting big? Onions are getting big, getting big, getting big. Onions. By the way, what's all this wood, that ladder, and that's the side of a crib? What's that doing against it? Because a week ago, or was it 2 weeks ago? I forget, about a week ago, this storm came in and knocked this stuff down. These 7-foot tall tomato plants were laying down over here. Gosh! Had to pick them up, so I got that leaned against there, hoping it'll resist the wind. I really should have something more rigid. I could use different scrap lumber and just build a super rigid cage for them instead of those flimsy little tomato cages because they get so tall. Anyway, look at all the little tomatoes. Like I say, for those of you, it's the Rutgers, that make just 40, 50, 60, 100 tomatoes. All right, sir. Yeah, you have no muffler on your vehicle. Oh my gosh. Anyway, like 100 tomatoes per plant. That's Rutgers, but the cherry tomatoes. I didn't know it didn't. I bought them that said Rutgers can or slicer. How do you slice? You could slice a cherry tomato. Never mind. See that one? Finally, one of my big. Oh, those are called the beef. The big beef. Yeah. Big beef hybrid. Red beef steak. Okay, so that one. God, starting to get finally starting to get right. And I got lots of others in between. I got an in-between size. Anyway, I'll let it go at that. I'll step back and you see the whole thing. Like I say, the YouTube has changed their software, so I can't choose the thumbnail. So I'll give it the choice of a few up-close shots, the gallon, the bucket shot, and then these 4-away shots. Okay. So I keep saying, my wife Tanya, we had 10 great years together. She died the 10th of March, 2022, and ever since then, I got to find something to do. And one thing that's fun is to make these videos and say, oh, in the words of my late wife Tanya, she liked to say later, Tater. So, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Later, Tater.